What's going on, fellas? Today we got a crazy video. Now you guys probably know the brand Shein. Shein pretty much sells super low quality clothing straight from China to the US. Now they have been in some hot water for quite some time because low prices like this are kind of unethical, because if you're paying a couple dollars for a t-shirt, then imagine what those workers are getting paid in those factories. Now recently they invited some social media influencers to go tour their factory to say, wow, this is super ethical, but they probably set everything up. Let's be real here. They have been in so many scandals over labor, it's insane. Today we're going to get into some of those, and also a Rico charge. Now this is something that gangs, like actual street gangs and mobsters, get charged with in a lawsuit Shein is facing with copyright violations and all sorts of stuff. It is bad for Shein. Alright, first I want to talk about the influencer trip. Please do not go and spread any hate to any of the influencers here.
Get ready with me to go on a brand trip with Shein.
Moments before disaster.
Circles. Okay, so this is my first ever brand trip, which is like kind of ridiculous because I've been in this industry for 5 years and I could focus on that, but I'm not going to because I deserve it. I'm going to bask in my glory all week long and take up all the space in the world.
Alright, so this influencer's been working hard to get their first brand trip. I can feel that, but this really blew up. Mainstream media was covering it. It was a huge deal, and they probably should have done a lot more research when they were going on this brand trip.
Influencer Danny Carbonari is speaking out against growing criticism after posting glowing reviews of Shein's operations in China. In an almost 12-minute video, the influencer begins by saying she is imperfect and can take accountability for her actions. She describes being interested in the brand over their size, inclusivity, and affordability, and said she's friends with someone who worked there who helped make further introductions. She explains the company took her on a brand trip to Tahoe, where she says she brought up many concerns and questions to the higher-ups.
On this trip to Tahoe, she got a first-class airplane ticket.
Later, she said she had an off-the-record meeting with political people and journalists where higher-ups addressed more questions and gave answers.
To me, I'm a very logistic person, and they just gave so many numbers, and that's when I learned about their auditing system and how they do have so many suppliers.
She explains that the China trip was organized because the company wanted to put an end to criticism.
The craziest thing about the influencer trip is that it brought even more controversy to Shein than before. Alright, so I'm seeing a lot of misinformation with the Rico charge. So on all the research I've done, this isn't a federal charge on the company Shein. It's just in a lawsuit. It states that they've violated Rico Laws in their lawsuit. So Shein has been stealing many other artists, independent artists, artwork, which is a bad thing. So a couple artists got fed up and they decided to sue Shein. This is just one example of the stolen artwork, but on the left is the original art and on the right is the one Shein made, which is obviously plagiarism. So the artists were trying to sue Shein, but they weren't able to since Shein had set up tons of different shell companies, which are just fake companies to operate under, just to make it even harder to sue them. So there's some super shady stuff going on with Shein. Make sure you drop a sub. We're so close to 1,000. Only 95 more when this video drops. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you're in my Discord link about, and make sure you like and follow, comment, tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'm going to be updating you guys as this case progresses. If you guys support this video, let's get it.